ends with Dylan Forrester. He gets a letter from his brother, who is on an island. In the letter, his brother describes the island as extremely beautiful. His brother asks him to come to the island too. The day after, we see Dylan getting another letter. This letter is not as nice or enjoyable as the one before. Dylan is very sad to find out that his brother passed away. While he is reading a letter, he starts to feel like there is another person in his apartment. Dylan checks, and then a man suddenly attacks him. Dylan is a person with a mental disorder called psychopathy, and he used to be a professional killer. He is a very risky and harmful individual. After that, the FBI goes to his house and starts searching. While looking around, one of the officers says, "Found something." They discovered a man who had been restrained with his hands above his head. The man is almost not awake, and appears to be in a lot of pain. This is the guy who came to hurt Dylan before. The police discover that he has been taking medicine to help with his sadness, prescribed by Dr. Alderwood. They now have information about the doctor he is visiting, and they decide to locate and talk to the doctor in order to gather information about Dylan. The police find out that Dylan's brother recently passed away. Because of this, they believe that Dylan must be on the island and decide to search it. It was confirmed to be true when Dylan goes to the island and finds his brother's lifeless body. He tries to understand and accept what happened. His mother arrives and he attempts to speak to her, but she is extremely angry with him. His mom, Linda Forrester, really hates him because he is being himself. She doesn't even speak to him, and walks out of the room. This is when another girl comes up to Dylan, while he can't stop looking at his dead brother. Some of Dylan's late brother's friends arrive and one asks if this person is Dylan. The other friend confirms it. Dylan talks to his doctor and says that he was told his family would be very happy and accepting when they meet him, but that hasn't happened. They don't even want to see him. The doctor advises him to continue trying to talk to his mother. The doctor also asks him if he is keeping something secret from him. Dylan reassures the doctor that he is not hiding anything. Agent Shaughnessy has been trying to find Dylan because he broke his parole and is considered dangerous. Sheriff McCoy finds out the truth about Dylan's identity and his abilities. Dylan is in the room with his family. He tries to tell them that he has changed and is not the same person as he was before. He also mentions that he has been getting help from a psychiatrist. The sheriff found out that the man is someone who is on the run from the law. To catch him, the sheriff quietly approaches him from behind and holds him at gunpoint. McCoy catches him and puts him in a small room on the island. The sheriff says he has already told the police about him, and they will be arriving soon. This is when a loud sound happens from outside. The sheriff thinks it might be the police and asks a girl named Susan to watch Dylan. If Dylan tries to do something bad, the sheriff tells Susan to shoot him immediately. McCoy goes outside to see what's happening and notices a big group of people. He asks them why they came with so many people just to catch one man. Oh, it wasn't the police after all. There is a person called Cole who arrived on an island with his group of hired fighters. McCoy points a gun at him and demands the truth, but Cole's men shoot McCoy and he dies. Dylan hears the gun sound and immediately realizes that something is not right. Dylan asks the girl to release him quickly because the situation seems chaotic. But the girl said she won't do it. She finally allows him after some back and forth. The group then murders another person who comes outside to see what is happening. After that, they go to Dylan's room. They look at his photos and remember that they had a fight with him before. One man says he came here because his brother passed away. Cole tells his team that whoever is able to stop Dylan will get a big reward. Dylan is currently at home. He is asking his family member how to safely close and lock the doors, and then he locks all of the ways to get inside. Dylan's mom tells him to go away because there are people there who want to harm or kill him. Dylan explains that they have another reason for being there, but if they want, they can still choose for him to go. His brother's wife comes to him and asks if he really plans to leave. Dylan says yes and asks her to tell him how his brother died. She reveals that his brother was trying to fix the lighthouse when he fell off and died. Then she guides him to the exit using the back door. After Dylan goes away, his family begins talking about how to let Cole's group know that he is no longer present. Dylan is at the beach and notices that some people from the crew are removing a machine from a boat. Dylan's family puts up a big sign on the wall that says, "Dylan is not here anymore." Someone on the crew sees Dylan and immediately starts shooting at him. Dylan manages to reach a boat and escapes from the attack. They believe that Dylan is not here anymore, and there is no one blocking their path. But the opposite happens, as Dylan returns to the island without them noticing. Dylan calls his doctor, and the doctor asks Dylan if he is still with his family. Dylan tells the doctor that he has left the house. However, he has a sense that his family is having a problem, so he needs to assist them. The doctor advises him to be himself, and then the scene changes. We see that Cole's group is digging the land because they are searching for something on the island. The crew members then approach the house. One of them suggests that if the family is willing to assist them in finding what he is looking for, they can make an agreement. The family begins talking about whether or not they should agree with Cole. They then realize that they are not here for Dylan because he is already gone. Their mother suggests that they should figure out what they need if it's not Dylan. At the same time, Agent Shaughnessy has been searching for Dylan and asks her team if they have discovered anything. The agent decides to attack the island tomorrow. Cole's team has been searching for something on the island for a while, but they haven't been successful, and they are getting annoyed. One of the men complains that he is tired of it and breaks the front door of Dylan's house. Dylan also knows that there is something valuable hidden on this island and it must be really important. When a man enters the house, Dylan goes on the roof from the back and goes inside to assist his family in staying safe. Dylan defends his family by killing 2 people from Cole's group who were trying to harm them. He now thinks that Sean had something hidden in the house, which is what brought Cole to the island. Cole is tired of all the things that have been happening. He confronts Dylan and calls him a coward for hiding. Dylan is not afraid, he opens the gate, and they meet each other. After Cole kills someone at the lighthouse, he starts shooting at Dylan, and Dylan barely makes it back inside his house. Cole says that nobody on the island matters to him, and he only wants the things that are on the island. Dylan and the group of people who are still alive find a hidden path made by Sean. Dylan understands that Sean worked together with Cole to purchase the island because they thought there might be something valuable there. The family goes into the path and finds a Japanese underwater vehicle from World War II that has stolen Yamashita gold in it. The police found out that 2 very important criminals are currently on this island. Cole's group of hired soldiers discover the hidden base, and a battle starts with gunfire. Dylan talks to his doctor and asks if he can go back to how he used to be. The doctor finds out that Dylan is in a very dangerous situation. The doctor tells him to do whatever he needs to do to save himself and his family. Dylan and Pike fight against the bad guys using a gun on the submarine's deck. Cole threatens Linda with a gun and makes Dylan help him steal the gold. Pike wants to shoot Cole with a big gun, but Cole ends up killing Pike instead. Dylan doesn't want to help Cole and throws the gold he tried to steal into the water. Agent Shaughnessy surprises them, and Cole shoots and injures him. Cole attempts to push Linda into the water and leaves her hanging on a platform. Then Dylan kills Cole by stabbing him and throws his body into the water. Finally, Dylan saves his mother. The people who manage to stay alive on the island go away, and Dylan takes a bit of the gold. Dylan says goodbye to Dr. Alderwood over the phone and throws his sad pill into the ocean. The family comes together again.
Thanks for watching. If you want to see more videos like this, please turn on the notifications and click the like button to support the channel. See you in the next video.